I remember when I created my wrestler for N64, WrestleMania 2000. I always use a crippler crossface, Stone Cold Stunner, and the Rock Bottom.
Oh,
all the best moves.
Line it all up, bro.
An aerial move, though, man. Frog splash.
Oh, yeah.
Or a flying elbow. One of those two. Anyways.
Well, my aerial move was I brought the guy to the corner and did the Frankensteiner from the top rope. Yes. Wrestling nerd. Sorry. I'll put away my wrestling nerd
I
class.
still got that fucking wrestling quiz on the back burner. The fucking music.
The music.
You
I probably know some good 90s ones.
Oh, yeah.
I might have that.
But still, I
figured
think
out.
the best, or we should do a top 5 next week of wrestling music because I think Triple H is up there. Time to play the game.
Let's see this playlist real quick.
Or DX.
This is how you play the game.
It's time to play the game. I do still have. Holy shit.
Hey, bro.
Dude, there's like 30 songs.
So,
fuck yeah.
Last night, they announced from the Royal Rumble match, guess who's up next for the fight? It's going to be Becky versus The Rock.
What? Like man versus woman?
Yes, she wants to take on The Rock for WrestleMania.
Are we that progressive now?
And he answered. He said that he's willing to compete against her in a match.
I mean, I guess I get it, but like, come on. I'm not trying to say that women couldn't beat man in wrestling, but women can't beat The Rock in wrestling. He's the greatest showman ever.
That'll just be hype.
That's all it is. That's,
Somebody will come out of the crowd and beat Rock up, and then she'll win.
that's Mayweather versus fucking
True.
goddamn Pacquiao all over again.
Oh, jeez.
It's a shoe-in win, no matter what.
Oh, dude.
was
This past
triple
week, they showed a picture. Roman Reigns. He's in the new Hobbs and Shaw movie.
Is he really?
He plays The Rock's brother.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Why not?
Interesting.
No. One of you fuckers that took that from me is going to make a lot of money.
That'd be me.
Yeah.
Can we have that debate? Fast and Furious series,
Not yet.
hot and awesome or hot garbage?
I'm a sucker for 80s action, so for me, it's awesome.
I know. That's
Because
why
I enjoy the 80s action.
There's already a line like right here, so that's why I'm like.
Oh, yeah. Like, you can put my Fast and Furious along with Expendables. Like, put that together.
I like
I'm
the
good.
Expendables. You can put that.
Oh, no. It's all together,
We
bro.
can share that.
No, right in the middle.
Because you're...
Big difference, though. Big fucking old school like
You know-
70s, 80s
you know
action
what we
stars. That's
gotta do?
fine. Fucking
We gotta
cars
draw-
that have superhuman powers. No,
We got to draw a chart. We got to draw
We need a pie chart.
the circular chart, right? And
That's
see
fine.
where it
Venn
overlaps.
diagram. Venn diagram.
There you go.
the
There
Last
you go.
Jedi is going to be outside.
Oh, we should get the show going. Sorry.
Welcome to episode 54 of No Outside Food Allowed. We're here to talk all this week's entertainment and gaming news, including Deadly Class, Resident Evil 2, and some Oscar nominations.
Sweet.
I'll be your host, Adam Hoover. With me today is Sam Lim
Shalom.
and Chris Felix.
How do?
What's up, guys? Lots of stuff this week.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Putting in a lot of hours over there, Felix.
Yeah, I'm really not sleeping, honestly, this past week. I don't know what it is, but like I'm going to bed late and I'm waking up like clockwork at 6 a.m. every fucking day.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. That's
Yeah,
a nightmare,
that's-
bro.
That's kind of my fault. I think I've trained my animals to wake up at a certain time, so like at 6:30 it doesn't fail. No
Right.
alarm or
We
not.
want food.
Here comes
shit.
Zero. Meow. So loud. He's like screaming in my fucking ear. Then he gets a dog going. Then he's on my face looking at me.
They don't wake up the wife. They wake you up instead.
Yeah, she's good at sleeping.
So it's on you.
She's real good.
It's
No,
on you.
I get up every time, but that's also my me time. So I have my quiet, sort of quiet time and my
Yeah.
coffee. So,
Nice.
so yeah, it's
Yeah,
nice.
you just have to
Do you do
put
the
a
whole
few
pot or
hours of
curate?
Resident Evil early in the day.
Yeah.
I actually did because it's scary at night. Yeah. Am I just going into it? Sure.
Jump into it.
All right.
Yeah, let's,
Yeah, dude. Let's do some
Great.
Resident
So
Evil 2.
yeah, I went well on my promise and I bought Resident Evil 2 and I
Nice.
have no
Yeah, man.
regrets whatsoever. It's I love it.
It'll
Honestly.
look really cool in the demo.
Yeah, I mean, just to sum it up in a quick sentence, real quick, if you have any sort of respect or any sort of fandom towards the original Resident Evil 2, you should own this game. It's really everything I remember about the Resident Evil 2, but better. And I've heard this like talked about before, like with other remakes and remasters, like with Shadow of the Colossus, for instance. It looks as good as your memory says it looks. Because if you
Nice.
think about nostalgia and you go back and play certain games, and no, not that
Some of
great.
them don't hold up.
Nope, not at all.
Right.
And so, like,
Whoa,
yeah,
whoa. Metal Gear Solid will forever hold up.
I love that game in my memory. Those
I love
mechanics
Blurry
probably
Man.
don't hold
I
up.
love Blurry Mantis face. I love it. It's
Yeah,
great.
still great stuff. But yeah, so like I was saying, for Shadow of the Colossus, like I played the remaster, and it
Yeah.
looks fucking phenomenal.
Right,
And that's
HD.
how I looked at when it was on PS2. That's how I looked at it. And so with this one, I remember playing Resident Evil 2 not that long ago. I think it may have been the past year or two. I had it on my PS3 and I was playing through it. And so going into this right now, I remember all those rooms. Like I had an instinct as to where I needed to go, what needed to be done. And it's like I remember it, but it's like walking into a brand new world at the same time. And I'm having
Nice.
so much fun with it. And they really did do it so much justice and faithfulness, but they did change it up a little bit. They added some more fleshed out stories, like the cop. I'm forgetting his name already, but the first cop that you run into in the police station, he's mortally wounded. He's dying. He's already bleeding out. You talk to him once and you never see him again.
Right.
This time he's actually in it. You
got
see him
some
multiple
lines,
times. He
right?
has multiple lines. He saves you once. Like he actually is involved. So they actually fleshed out these characters. There's actual chemistry between Leon and Claire.
Sweet.
They've done it so well and so much justice, and it's just so good, man. And I think I mentioned it before. Like, this is a scary game I can play. My problem with scary games, I don't like the helplessness feel. Like, say Outlast. I've owned Outlast since PlayStation 4 came out. I've yet to get beyond 2 hours worth of that game because the point of that game is to run and hide in the dark with a video camera. No, like I can't do
It's
that.
not my type of game.
It's scary. I love watching people play those games, but if you give me that control and tell me go through that door, no. Because if I stay out here, nothing scary will happen. I'm not going to do that. At least with this game, it's based off your survival instinct. If there's a hope, if there's a clip over there, if there's a gun I can grab to have a chance of fighting and surviving, I'm all in. Because then it depends on me.
But
And
did you
how it's
have
been.
enough bullets?
There's never enough
not
bullets.
in this, right?
Never enough bullets. But that's also what makes it so great is you get those suspenseful tension moments still. Like I said, they remixed some areas. When I finally ran into that liquor for the first time,
Oh yeah.
scary as hell. It really is scary because it cuts away to a cinematic in the original game. This time, it's happening in real time. So you're walking down the hall, you see
shit.
a body in the distance, and you see it disappear into the ceiling. Like, and you walk closer, and you see
we
it
go.
being chomped away up there, and there's no pause.
And you're
It's
like,
just
man, I
coming,
forgot my
it's coming at
shotgun.
you.
When you
had a few
play,
rounds.
do you play with just the headphones so it's like surround sound, or you play with the?
I recommend the headphones. Like, it's
Okay.
scary, but like, man, the sound works
How much
so
did you
well.
manually turn up the brightness?
I actually lowered it a little bit. I actually lowered it.
Because the game, I played the demo,
Yeah.
and it gave you 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And the game is really dark, so you
Yeah.
got a flashlight in some areas, and you were really kind of searching.
But that
it has
really
that same
works.
feel that I felt playing, the original Resident Evil back in the day. The nostalgia factor is high.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you playing on the difficulty where you can save at any time, or do you have
I'm
to
playing
use
on
the
normal.
ribbons?
So I'm playing on normal. So like I correct myself on what I said last week. I think there are ribbons, but on higher difficulty. I'm playing on normal right now, so there are no ink ribbons. So you can save away to your own heart's content, and I'm totally okay with that because I can only manage so much stress at once.
So you're not supposed to save before every room, dude.
Well, no, you're not supposed to because it does lower your grade too, depending on how much you save. I have maybe like 13 saves at this point right now, and I don't care. But yeah, it's been such a good time, and there's been some really amazing
Goodbye
moments.
to S class.
Oh yeah, I got to this one amazing moment where, like I said, the amount of ammo really makes these moments so spectacular. I ran to another liquor after I just solved the puzzle, and I had a good amount of stuff going on. By the time I was almost done fighting him, I had maybe
Now you're
2
out.
shots in my shotgun. And one cool thing that they added to this, which I think they did in the older games too, is you can sort of retaliate if someone grabs onto you. You can like stab a knife into their throat. You not only can you do that with a knife, but you can do that with grenades now. So flash grenades, regular grenades. I had a liquor on top of me, and I was already on caution health. I was already dying.
So it gives you more chance to like stay alive and continue on, even
On
if
my
you get
last
hit,
breath right now here when I'm dying, I shoved the flash grenade into its mouth, and he startled back. And I had 2 rounds in my shotgun. I pulled one shot, blew its fucking head off with that grenade in its
Nice.
mouth. Oh my God, that felt so good. That felt so good. Holy crap.
She live streamed on Twitch, bro.
I wish I did, but like last night I was smiling like ear to ear like a fucking idiot. It was such a satisfying moment, but it's
Nice.
really, really great. I'm having such a good time with it. And this is the Resident Evil I've been waiting for. Like it
Nice.
really brought back the classic zombies, the
Yeah,
minimal,
yeah,
man.
the minimal ammunition and just a classic city, not just a haunted, like, like hick house or whatever, or just weird supernatural shit where you can survive a fucking helicopter crashing into a building and falling over and there's no scratch on your perfect hair. Resident Evil 6, you suck. There's so many bad things
man.
out there.
6 and 7 were a little bit disappointing. I am looking forward to this one.
This one's really, really good, man. And like, I don't want to get too far ahead of spoilers, but the sound, like I was saying, is really, really good. And you're going to want that when the Tyrant comes into play because he just stalks you. And you just hear things in the other room, and you're not safe at any point in this game. Where you could just go into another room and zombies don't come in. No, they will kick that door down. You can hear them outside, so you only have so much time. It's great. I'm having a really good time right now. And honestly, like I said, if you guys have any sort of appreciation for the original Resident Evil series and Resident Evil 2 in particular, go get this game right now. It's so good.
So are there DLCs coming up?
Apparently there is. I don't read full details into it. I think there's some free DLC coming, I think, as far as story-wise and costumes and aesthetics. But I think, Sam, you're saying?
Yeah,
you're
there's
into it?
3 characters they meet in the game, and you're gonna play their version of the story from their side to see their survival. The DLC looks pretty good so far. I mean, the game just came out. I'm definitely excited to buy it. Just that I haven't pulled the trigger yet because I might borrow his when he's done. Yeah.
Did you get the physical copy?
I did get the physical copy, so
Yes.
Perfect.
you guys are going to be waiting a while because I'm
That's fine.
I'm
That's
playing
fine.
through Leon right now, and I still want to go through Claire, and I'm going to try to unlock Tofu if I can, if I'm good enough.
I got Kingdom Hearts coming out tomorrow actually. So
Ooh, snap.
you got a few weeks and.
Oh,
But I'll eventually want to play Resident Evil 2. Definitely looks good.
It's good.
I'm still
really
thinking about
enjoying it.
possibly getting the Division 2, but I don't know if any of you guys are into Tom Clancy games.
I played the Division 1 and I got bored with it. I mean,
Okay.
it was fun. I liked what they were going for. My problem was this: it got extremely repetitive.
Yeah.
The enemies weren't interesting. They were all generic looking, just typical soldiers, and they're all bullet sponges. It didn't have that satisfying feel of like just getting a headshot and then like they collapse and it's just like
See, I
being shot
definitely,
over and over and over.
I definitely am looking into the game, but I'm not gonna get a release date just because I want to see the reviews first. Because sometimes games are rushed nowadays, you know.
Great transition into Anthem.
Yes.
Talk about bullet sponges.
Just about
and,
to say, if you wanted to play an MMO online shooter, I kind of like Anthem.
Is this the one? Is this the Destiny
All right,
successor?
so my quick summary again. This might scratch the Destiny itch I've been looking for right now. I got to play the demo this past week because shout out to my buddy Greg. He actually pre-ordered the game, and if you pre-ordered the game, you got to demo it a week early. It'll actually be available for the public, I think, this upcoming Friday. We're on Sunday right now. This will be out on Tuesday. By Friday, you guys should be able to play it. But I really enjoyed it, actually. So what Anthem is, it's basically this new MMO online shooter. I mean, I don't like calling it MMO because I'm not MMO PC experience, but like it's an online shooter for everybody to play together.
Shared world shooter is what I kind of heard.
There you go. It does remind me a lot of Destiny. I'm going to draw that comparison.
Well, it
not
also looks
just-
kind of like Titanfall too because of the mechs.
a little bit, yes, exactly. I would say it's kind of some of the better parts of Destiny and a bit of Titanfall also.
Okay, fair enough.
So Anthem is going to be by BioWare. It's also going to be published by EA. I don't know, whatever. But I genuinely enjoyed it. So you play characters called freelancers. You're basically mercenaries, and you live in this big community. I forget exactly what it's called, but it just kind of reminds me of the Tower of Destiny, or almost like the community in like Attack on Titan. As weird as that may sound, you have this big world around you, and you're just in this one community with all these people together, and it's all first-person hub based, and it's really gorgeous. The facial animations on the characters that you do interact with, they look like real people that are talking to you, and that's really cool. As far as story content goes,
So
I don't
they've
really,
learned their lesson from Mass Effect Andromeda, maybe.
maybe I still haven't played
Well,
it.
here's the thing though, like
Facial animations in that game.
because there's two,
at launch were
BioWare
terrible.
and EA. So I'm kind of worried, just because BioWare, the last game was rushed, and then EA because it's EA.
They're known for their microtransactions.
Nickel and
yeah.
diamond.
Well,
so.
Yep.
Let me tell you why I like this.
This is why we're going to have to wait for reviews. You know?
So that's your HUD right there. So once you actually get into the world, you're in this beautiful like jungle environment, and it is open to other people to join you. So you can go out there, start solo the way I did, and have other people join you eventually. I was in multiple missions where I was by myself, and then all of a sudden 3 people joined me, and then we took on everything together, and that was really awesome. So when you actually get out there, it doesn't really exactly hold your hand as far as teaching you how to control your character. It's all in your menus, so you just got to do a little research on yourself. But once you figure it out, it's really awesome. Flying is really satisfying. It's such a cool, fun feeling, and seeing the depth of the world too. Like literally starting on top of like a tower, like you know, hub base, going literally flying down alongside the waterfall and going underwater and still going. That's a fucking awesome feeling. And it's so seamless and smooth and beautiful. It's like there's a whole. I didn't really get to fully like explore every nook and cranny, but there's so much in there to look at, and it's really
Does
cool.
the flying feel as good as like flying when you were Spider-Man?
Honestly, yes.
Okay, cool.
It in a weird
You
way,
got me.
it's
Is
satisfying.
this the Iron Man game we watched?
No,
The
because it's Spider-Man.
traversal
Yeah.
aspect of it, like where with Spider-Man, you just have fun by swinging around.
Yeah.
That's really fun. I had a lot of fun just fucking flying everywhere, like barrel rolling in the air to avoid target fire is really cool, man. And like, so the classes you get to play at. So the javelin itself is what your mech is. So it's kind of like Titanfall. You go into your mech, your javelin, and there's 4 different classes. So the one I mostly played at was Ranger. That's what they start you off as. That's your standard assault, kind of all around jack of all
Mario.
trades kind of character, basically. I then unlocked at once you're level 12 in the demo, I unlocked the Interceptor. It gave you your choice of the 4 classes. I chose the Interceptor. It's basically your stealth infiltrator character where you're really fast, you have low shields, but you have some really awesome up close hit and run attack you sort
Yeah,
of
you say you have
modes.
good close quarter combat.
Really liked it. It was really fun. You had more flippy moves and all that stuff, so you're more the agile, nimble kind of character. You also have your Colossus, which is your standard tank, bulky kind of character, take all the damage, throw all the damage out there also.
Yep.
And then you had one called Storm, which is basically your warlock wizard kind of character, where it has like other powers beyond your guns and all that stuff. So low shield again, but high, powerful attacks. So those are the 4 main classes you get to try it. So it does allow for versatility as far as teaming up on things, and also it does have the highly customizable like weapon loadout also, where I can see that's where the addiction factor is going to come in, because every time I would finish a mission, I had like 10 new guns, and I'm like, oh, what do I want to work with? You have your standard assault rifle, you have your submachine guns, your hand pistols, your sniper rifles, your shotguns.
So is it kind of loot like Destiny, like when you kill enemies?
It does feel a lot like that, even to the color code scheme, where like green is your
normal
uncommon,
item,
and then blue is your rare, and I'm sure there's other colors down the line which I didn't get to see.
Okay.
So like that was really cool, and I can really see like how that's gonna drive me to like want to keep getting better and better loot. And it's also mix and match too, so you're not forced to have like an assault rifle as your main gun. You can have a sniper rifle as your main gun and have a shotgun as your backup. It's completely up to you. And you also have each class has special abilities too, so it'd be your limit break basically, where you can throw an all-out assault, and that was really fun also. And like I said, when you're out there in the world, it's just really fun getting to those firefights. There's some really good action, really good effects also. And like I said, I forgot I could fly at one point, like, when it was early on. I'm in the middle of a firefight. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm Iron Man. And I just took off, and all of a sudden I'm on top of a plateau, like doing sniper shots from there. So it really does allow you to approach things in a totally different way than just your typical shooter.
Nice.
And it's all third person too, over the shoulder, so it allows you to see everything in your character and all that. And I just really had a good time with it. It was really, really fun. If I could say any complaints, I'm only really concerned as to how many more worlds are we going to get? Is it just as jungle, kind of like Pandora-looking world, which it looks really beautiful. It's gorgeous, don't get me wrong, but is that all the game's going to be? I was looking at the main map, and it looks like you're just going to be unlocking other divisions, maybe of that same planet. So I don't know if it's going to get more varied than the main place that you're seeing, because that's also what we saw in the demos, and that's basically what I got to play. So I'm wondering if you're going to see more than that. And enemies were kind of generic, to be honest with you. It wasn't bad, but like, nothing really stood out. I was like, oh, that's that particular creature. Anything like Destiny had its own classes and species. Didn't really feel like that, but at the same time, it's just a demo. I don't know. Do you
know the online capacity?
So I was playing in firefights or fire teams of 4. So I think it's going to go more beyond that too, depending on the game mode. I think it's all purely PvE. Also, it's not going to be PvP where it's player versus player.
Okay.
As far as I can tell, or maybe there is. I don't know. But from what I was at, it was just all PvE, and I was doing story missions. It also allows free roam. Also, so besides the main story missions where it forces you on a certain path, like Destiny, say like you're in Destiny, you're on Earth. You follow certain missions on a certain part of Earth, and then you can go free roam and then do the entire planet however you want. And there's things called strongholds also, which I'm assuming is their version of strikes. Again, Destiny comparison or
Strikes.
So yeah, it had all that, and maybe raids too, I think. So, but from what I got, I really had a fucking good time. I really think
Sounds like it'd be fun. 4-on-4 deathmatch.
I really recommend,
especially if you get a sniper that can go up high and just
be
park there.
tactical.
Yeah. It
So-
sounds like it'd be a game changer.
I don't want to say this might be the game that we all need to get as a group, but you guys should really go try
Possibly.
the demo, because I think it might be.
we all got suckered into buying Destiny 2. So
Yeah.
if this is anywhere near or better than that, it'd probably be worth it.
I said,
As long as they don't say
We gotta look-
sun, cup,
Uh,
dog.
We got to watch out for EA. We're going to get the microtransactions and all
From
kind
what
of
I've
the
been reading,
cosmetics
I
and all that
think,
kind of stuff.
I think the microtransactions are purely cosmetic and aesthetic properties. So, and I'm okay with that, because it is very highly customizable, and like you can customize everything from your helmet to your boots to your paint design and all that. So I'm okay with everybody looking unique. If like hey, look what I've been through, or like look what I've invested my time into. That's fine, as long as you don't get an advantage over any other regular player. That's my biggest
exactly.
I can't guarantee you that kid's EA. So
Well, we're
we'll see.
banking on BioWare, and hopefully they learn their lessons from their last game.
Right? If BioWare just keeps swatting EA's hand, no,
Yeah,
no,
I
don't
think
do
so.
that.
This has potential to be huge, so hopefully they will stick to their guns and really try to do it justice.
Last note then on Anthem, demo's out February 1st, so you guys can check that out.
There you go.
Sweet.
Get on it.
All right, let's jump into a little Deadly Class, new show on Sci-Fi. I think, Sam, you said you've watched
The first two.
the first couple? Cool.
Yes.
This is one of those shows that's getting like kind of slammed by the critics, and the audience has this, really high. So I looked at Rotten Tomatoes, it's at 57, but 96% for the audience. So apparently people are liking the show.
The show is so good, it makes me want to go buy the graphic novel now. I don't want to read the graphic novels because
Okay.
like the way it
That's
was
always
shot.
good.
Yeah, definitely, dude. Being produced by the Russo brothers was really good, and the fact that the headmaster is played by Benedict Wong, Like,
Right.
he's such a
Also
strict
from
headmaster.
Infinity War, so-
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
The way it's shot, that's one thing I want to point out. So all TV shows are quite essentially shot the same, the regular style. This one's shot more movie style. Like the film itself they use was very more cinematic scope compared to your regular TV show scope, right? The soundtrack is really good. It's based on the 80s, right? So you're going to get a lot of soundtracks from Atomic Blonde, basically,
Okay.
in this one, which is really, really good. The characters are compelling to see, their background, their storyline. So far, the first 2 episodes, each episode they're going to talk about one character's past, right? To talk about their past.
Sounds
the way
like
they
Lost.
Yeah, the way they showed past is animated. So
Oh,
it's
really?
it's
kinda
animation mixture with live action.
Okay. So give us a little quick overview of what it is, like where they're at. Why they're
So
there.
it's a guy who escaped a boys' home. Supposedly he set it on fire, and he had nowhere to go. And now he's in this school for assassins. And the school has everything from assassins from every kind, from like the Yakuzas to like the New World Order, the
Neo-Nazis
KKK
and all that
clan.
kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
all of that. And he even is schooling for the corrupted like FBI agents, accountants, like all the corruptions. It's all going to school there, and it's really good, man. I don't know how to explain. Like, you guys gotta watch it and
Do they
check
get
it out.
sorted like Hogwarts.
But way more fucked up. Way more fucked up.
Okay.
Yeah, and just the cast so far, man, it's really good. It's really energetic, vibrant, very different. The only thing is, I do see some similarities, similar to Umbrella Academy. We'll see how it plays out when Umbrella Academy comes out. But for now, like Deadly Class will give Umbrella Academy a run for its money. That's because that one is school for superheroes. This one's school for assassins.
Right.
So,
That one's similar to like Charles Xavier's School for the Gifted type of thing.
but a little
right?
more fucked up too.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's definitely worth checking out, guys. If you guys can download the Sci-Fi app or find it anywhere, it's worth your
Is that
time.
the only thing that's available on
It's on
Sci-Fi?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
It might be on Hulu. I'm not sure. But I mean, dude, the first 2 episodes, dude, so much fucking fun. Because like you're watching it, you're like, oh shit. Oh damn, that actually happened. Like, dude,
They're not afraid to toe the line.
they're,
I mean, they're
they're
assassins.
They're
so
dropping
I assume
F-bombs. They're
getting-
actually cussing. They're actually cussing on a sci-fi TV show.
Really?
And it's not bleeped out.
Awesome.
I was like, am I on the right channel?
How many, how many episodes are out?
Only 2 right now.
Okay.
But I'm waiting for next week's episode. There's a lot of mind games, a lot of fucked up moments, but definitely worth your time. Like I said, it's so good. I definitely want to get the graphic novel now. I mean, knowing the first volume's only $10, might pick it up.
Yeah, I was actually at the comic store the other day picking up a couple things, and I saw it. It's right there with its image, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes me want to get it that much more because I started reading Invincible and Saga, and like I love them both.
Yeah,
so
Image is great. They have good comics.
They know what they're doing. Those
Yeah.
guys know what they're doing.
just feels fresh and original. So I'm excited to see what that is, and that sounds cool. So
Definitely
be sure to check
like,
it out.
Because like since we know the Russo brothers style, the action is on par, for sure. I can guarantee you that.
And it's good too because they know how to handle ensemble casts too. If
Mhm.
you look at Infinity War, like how many people that were there. So like that's good. That's who I would trust. A big cast for. So I hope they do X-Men.
Oh,
I
man,
know.
that'd be so great.
Oh my god.
Maybe this will just be the warm up.
Right?
Ooh.
Dream project.
What if that's what it is?
What? Did you say House of M? Did someone say
Oh
that?
god, please make it
Someone
happen.
said-
That'd be
God,
awesome.
This would be so great.
All right, let's jump into the next show here. We finally got Felix to finish Punisher season 2, so we can finish and talk about it.
It's not that I didn't want to. It's
I know.
a busy week, man. Shit.
I'm just saying.
a
We've
lot
been
of
wanting to talk about it. A lot of screaming and yelling
It's a
and
lot of murder.
a lot of blood.
Oh yeah.
I thought the beginning of the season was really awesome, and then it lulled out a little bit in the middle. But then it finished really strong.
Spoilers.
Might as well. Full spoilers
Okay.
for Punisher. We finally finished it.
Fucking
so.
Russo ate it like a motherfucker. I was like, oh shit.
Well, he took a beating before he got his, because he still couldn't remember anything. Even till the very end, he thought Frank was going to be his friend.
Yeah, which almost made me kind of feel bad for him because he was thinking of Frank
Totally.
before everything.
Yeah.
It's just kind of showed that Billy Russo was just always a piece of shit, basically, because that was always his thing, is to be violent and, stealing and all that. So, like, the fact that he still had Frank in his mind as his brother, like that family member, just goes to show that's how he's always been. But it does make it sad, too, because he was, like, almost waiting for his friend to come back. He's like, I felt bad when he's like, he's my brother. Why does he want to do this to me? Why does he want to hurt me? Like, that's...
He never really understood why.
That sucks.
Hey,
you know?
Frank came back and gave him to the chest.
Yeah, he
That
he
was
wasn't
just
having
Frank,
it.
like, I'm done with your shit. It's
He's
like,
like,
literally just came in and just
I didn't know he was
going
going to pull the fucking trigger, dude. I thought he was going to
kind of unnecessary because he's already practically bleeding to death. But I'm like, all right, whatever.
Let's just end it. He didn't
Let's just
say
shut him
he
up.
didn't say a word.
Nothing.
You know?
Yeah.
My biggest holy shit moment was I think it was episode 10 when Dr. Dumont, the girl, right?
Mhm.
She finally flips and they decide they want to set Frank up, and Frank kills the three girls,
yeah.
right? Kills with quotation marks. I thought that was awesome because that's exactly what would send him over the deep end. And
Yeah.
I knew that doctor was bad from day one because
Oh, yeah.
she kept saying like little things like, isn't that like, why would you want to live with that type of, pain and stuff like that? And just little jabs in there.
Yeah,
that,
just little trigger words.
yeah, and I was like, oh, she's gonna turn, and eventually she did. Like I said, the ending was really worth it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Talk about like the last scene.
Damn, dude, I love that part.
Finally washed his vest.
All right, when they're talking to each other, he's like, "I want to dance." Like he just comes right again, toting like the guns.
Like I said, that felt like a swan song. There's like one more roar for you guys
Right.
because we're probably canceled next week. And it's probably what's going to happen. It hasn't happened yet. But yeah, no, it was a really good send off for the character. I really thought
It was wrapped up really well, right?
it did. It wrapped up nicely. The parts that I liked the best about it were when. All right, so here's my thing about the Punisher. I feel like he doesn't get enough credit as to his loss the way Batman and Spider-Man do. Every time we see a version of the Punisher, he's grieving over his family just as much as every time we see Batman. He's like, "Oh, my parents are dead. Oh, Spider, Uncle Ben." Like,
Right.
we get it. Yeah, they're all dead. So like, and like my thing with the Punisher, like I've loved all the incarnations of him. Like even with Warzone, the Thomas Jane version, he was always grieving for his family. And when we introduced him in Daredevil, he's grieving for his family. Season 1, he's still grieving for his family. So this time when he was just like the Punisher, I loved it because he was just out there being a murder machine. And like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying I don't like death or like, a little emotion to my character, but with a character like this who is just dead inside,
He's
I
dark.
kind of want to just see him do his thing. And so like that the assault on Precinct 13
Yeah.
sequence,
That was
good. Yeah.
when he's just like, let me out, like, yes,
Yeah.
please let out the animal. Like, I love that.
Just give me a gun.
I love
Just give
those
me a gun.
sequences.
I
where
love
he's
when the
just doing his
deputy
thing.
was like, "Do you ever see those movies when the guy just rolls into town and like,
Tears
kills
shit up?
everything?"
Yeah.
I was
Exactly,
like,
man.
"Yes, that's it."
I think my favorite moment the entire season, which is probably the funniest moment to me, is when him and the girl, they go to that one film studio where they do the bad movies.
Yeah.
And so fast forward, Frank's beating the fuck out of this guy, is about to kill him, and the girl convinces him not to kill him. They walk out of the building, and he's looking all mopey like a child. It's like, I'm sorry you didn't kill him. It's like,
She's like, well, you set
he's
a
like,
fire.
you can burn the building down if you want. The very next shot is them walking out of the burning building.
And
It's like
Yeah.
the funniest fucking thing, dude.
Yeah.
Just like you look like a child that just got
Like
denied ice cream, and so now
Yeah,
you
it's
But
true.
you guys notice the humanity he got back? Like I thought it was crazy when that Russian guy's like, I have a daughter. And he's like, how old is she? Like talks about his daughter and her hobbies, and he lets him go. I was like,
Well, it was the
oh,
same thing
shit.
with Pilgrim at the end.
Yeah.
He was the big antagonist, but
Oh my God, that
he was
fist
being
fight?
he was being led astray by other people, and
Yeah.
then he also had a family. So Frank saw that connection. So he eventually he
Yeah.
let the guy live. Right?
the fact that
Take his family.
the dude understands the situation. He's
they
like,
were very similar.
Yeah.
They had a very
he's
close
like,
arc.
he's like, whatever you do, just please let my 2 kids live. I was like, oh shit, Frank's turning over. The one thing I want to point out though is, I'm really happy they let him be happy for at least 5 minutes.
Sure.
Like in the first episode, he was actually happy.
He had a moment.
for 5 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
And then the rest just went downhill.
I was surprised, like I said earlier, that they didn't kind of wrap that around at the end and kind
Right,
of bring him
right.
back to her at least.
Yeah.
But I was happy that they ended it with him just always kind of pushing forward on a mission.
Just
Still
Oh,
being
yeah,
the-
yeah.
Still
being
being
the
the
Punisher,
Punisher,
yeah.
exactly. So
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? The world's not clean.
no, exactly. He's always got another
You
asshole
kinda,
to kill, right?
You kind of need that sort of controlled evil out there because
Oh,
it
yeah.
needs to balance out the real evil and put him down. Like sometimes, like that's kind of what I love about that dynamic between him and Daredevil is like they're both right, but they have their own both ways of doing it. Where Daredevil
There's
wants
one
to do
bad day
real
away from being
book
me.
justice, but Punisher's just like the easiest solution is just to fucking kill him, and sometimes that's
Sure.
fucking true.
Bro,
Honestly.
I love the fact that fucking Madani calls him again. I need some people to get killed out here. He's
Madani was a
"Sorry."
badass too in this season.
Oh, bro, she fucked that therapist
Right?
up.
Threw that bitch
Through
out
the
the
window?
window.
Yeah, I kind of like
damn.
that as a parallel to Jigsaw's actual origin in the comics, because in the comics, where his face gets all fucked up is because like Frank throws him out of a plain glass window, or it's like I forget what kind of window it was, but like he throws him out the window and he gets all fucked up, and like so I thought that was kind of a cool like sort of callback to the comics with Jigsaw, which by the way. Still
I
too
know,
pretty.
I know. You hate it.
I'm
Yeah.
really.
He was
that's
still
my
too much of a pretty boy.
biggest complaint is like, and the fact that they're all acting like, oh, what happened to his face? Like, dude, he has 5 scars. So, like, you made this handsome guy get a story now. Like, where are those scars from? That's all you really did to this guy. And like, this Jabberwocky mask wasn't enough to convince me like that was really Jigsaw.
Okay,
Nice,
and it
Jabberwockies.
sounds
That's what it
hilarious. Oh, in my mind, it sounds hilarious, but his little memory loss totally reminds me of fucking James Franco from Spider-Man. Like when he like his little stupid memory loss. I'm like, come on, bro. You did so much bad. You have just a little bit of memory loss.
I didn't dislike this part of the story, but don't make it worse than what it actually was. Don't compare it to that. I didn't mind his amnesia part. I thought that was cool that the Jigsaw was in his mind, that he was trying to piece all that together. The Ben Barnes, I think was the actor's name. Like, God damn, he did a good job playing this role.
Yeah.
Those coal black eyes that he has when he's not blinking and staring, that pierces your soul, man. My God. And he did such a good job just playing that torn victim. And I really, really enjoyed this version of him. Because he wasn't Billy.
He wasn't just a bad guy.
He wasn't just a mob boss.
They tried
being a
to.
dick.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I
He
actually
was
went,
suffering PTSD for
Yeah.
sure.
actually went back and watched Warzone after I finished it.
Good call. Good
How
call.
was
So
that?
over the top and
So
crazy,
ridiculous.
and I actually, it was funny because they made the Billy Rosati connection there, and I really I kind of forgot that he was just a gangster.
Yeah, because in the comics, he's just a typical vain mobster, and they call him Billy DeBute because he's so obsessed with his looks.
Yeah.
And so that's why the Jigsaw persona works for him. That's why he snaps, because his good looks are gone.
And in that one, he gets thrown into like a vat of glass shards.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like, like
a
a
glass crushing
yeah,
machine.
it's like a glass crushing machine. It
Yeah.
goes and it was
I remember
pretty
he
brutal.
texted and told me how ridiculous the movie was. I'm
He
like,
was
dude,
What
wait to
about
the
when
part where he punched the guy in the
punches
head.
dude and his head explodes. I was like,
It's so great.
Yeah, that's great.
It's not
All
a great
right.
movie, but it's fun.
I really love that version because like all the mobsters sitting there having dinner, he walks right up, starts slicing and dicing and
and he
shooting.
gets into the chandelier, man.
I'm like, reality wise, that guy's too huge and too tall to hang from that chandelier.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
Ray Stevenson,
No
he's
way.
a big dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's no way.
Anyway, all right, moving on from Punisher.
Okay.
Quick note: we wanted to talk about Kingdom.
Hell yeah.
man! This one's
Dude.
that ancient Korea zombie series. There's 6
Yeah.
episodes on Netflix. Man, if you like anything of
A
that
lot of
in
twists
that
and
time
turns.
frame, go watch it. If you like zombies,
It
go
is
watch
nuts.
it.
Don't forget, you don't have to watch it in Korean. It's actually dubbed.
Sure. it
So
is
you
dubbed.
guys can watch it dubbed if you want to. But man, what do you think of the show so far?
I'm like, I love it so far. Right? It's got like all the same cinematography of like old school, like ninja movies,
Yeah.
right? But still, it has this horror element to it and it's not like your classic zombie. They're fucking
Nope.
fast zombies.
These guys fucking run, but they sleep during daytime. So they're a little lazy.
It's a little bit
They're
different.
bit lazy.
So
Yeah.
this is where I was gonna get to. They have like it's a little bit like a vampire mix. So when
Yeah.
it's daytime, they have to go and they find shelter. They don't like the light.
They have to go in the shadows.
So they either are under buildings or like you see them jumping into wells and things like that. So they have to hide from the light.
So it's like I Am Legend.
Yeah, a little bit.
yeah.
So you get a little bit of a reprieve because they're fast zombies, so they're like basically unstoppable, and basically nothing kills them because you're back in ancient times. So you got to either cut their heads off
Or burn 'em.
or burn them. Exactly.
It's only 2 options.
Loving it so far though. I'm about
Oh, yeah.
4 episodes in of the 6. I think you're like right at the end, right, Sam?
Yep, I'm 10 minutes into the last episode, and so many good twists and turns. I can't spoil anything at all because once you get to episode 5, there's gonna be this moment. You're like, "Oh shit!" When you hit
Yeah, I
that
love the oh
moment,
shit moments. I'll text
text
you,
me,
right?
text me when you hit the "oh shit" moment
Yeah.
because it is so amazing, man. Just the writing, the sound show, and just the storyline itself, the way it's being carried out, it keeps drawing you in, keeps enticing you because, like, the Emperor, the main dude, the good guy, he's trying to solve what's going on, and he can't figure it out. And, like, everybody's against him. The whole kingdom's against him, and he's just trying to do the right thing, try to save his people. That's all he's trying to do. And he's a good emperor, but he's just
It's
getting
actually a
fucked
really
over.
good storyline too. It's not
Yeah.
just about the zombies. There's some mystery to it.
Oh, dude, all the elements are so damn good. I don't even know how to explain it, man. Like, I'm not a fan of Korean TV shows often, but this definitely gets a high mark for me. Like, I'm right on the last episode, but out of 10, I definitely give it like a strong 8, dude. For sure, strong 8.
Yeah.
Especially all the special effects, all the costumes, and
Costumes
like
are great.
the scenery, the backgrounds, dude.
Yeah.
Amazing job.
Yeah, some of the shots and the scenery are amazing.
Oh,
So Kingdom on Netflix and
Yeah.
6 episodes.
Yeah.
yeah, only 6.
I can
Hour
do
each.
that. Hour each. I can do that.
Oh, I was gonna ask you guys this week. Do you guys want to watch and review Polar, that graphic novel movie?
Yeah,
With,
it's also on
what's
Netflix.
Based off a
that-
graphic novel.
Yeah.
Oh.
It just came out Sunday with Mads Mikkelsen.
Mikkelsen?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Crazy
check that
Mofo.
one. Yeah.
I'm down.
We can review that next week.
Hell yeah.
My brother watched IO on Netflix.
Oh, I heard
Anybody
about
watch
that.
one?
I heard about that. I
Isn't
didn't watch
that
it yet.
Anthony Mackie?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a moon-
Yeah.
I think it takes place on Titan, no? The moon on Saturn or something like that. Or
It's IO.
they're
the
going
other-
to the
yeah.
Io moon.
Same
Yeah.
same concept, I guess, as Titan.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry.
Kinda-
I got
kinda,
Avengers
sorta.
on the brain. Sorry. Io, the other
Yeah.
moon.
It was interesting.
Did you like
Said
it?
it was okay.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
I heard
The reviews
mixed
are
things
hitting it
about
like kind of
yeah.
our Netflix reviews.
Okay.
That's kind of why I didn't bother. I mean, it looked interesting, but like the preview, I'm like, this could be really slow. This might be how it ends all over again. And
Slow burner.
fuck
Yeah.
that.
What I look at now is if it's an hour and a half and it's on Netflix, it's probably not very good. Anyway, all right, we'll move on for that. So there was some casting news for Sony's Morbius movie.
Yes.
We're already confirmed that Jared Leto is going to be
Morbius.
the main character, Morbius, Dr. Michael Morbius. And now we got ex-Whovian Matt Smith in talks to join the movie. What do you think about that casting, Sam? You're more of a Whovian than most of us.
I gotta see how it plays out, man. Because sometimes he's hit or miss movie wise. Like TV shows, he's definitely good for.
You
But
don't like Terminator Genesis?
I was about to bring that up. I was about to bring it up.
Genesis.
Genesis. it was okay.
Was it though?
I like personally out of all the Terminators besides Terminator 2, I did like Salvation more than Genesis.
Okay.
I was
I
kind
never
of torn
saw
between those two.
Just because I enjoyed Batman, dude.
Christian Bale. Yeah.
Yeah, he was good. What are you?
I didn't think it was terrible.
What are you?
Yeah, it was fine. We had some good moments in that. Genesis was just,
Yeah, I heard too many bad things about that one. I haven't seen it yet.
it's not the worst piece of shit
Did
I've
you
ever
see-
seen, but
did
it
you
was
see
great.
the new relaunch where it's all ladies?
Hey, somebody picked that in our draft. I think
Yeah.
that's Gagne now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna
good
make
luck.
some movie.
Hey, show them your faith. Come on.
somebody.
I don't know, man. I mean, there's old Arnold, and
Yeah.
what's his name? Ghost Rider's in it, so I'll watch it.
Nick Cage?
No, the other one from Agents of Shield,
Oh,
Ah.
not Diego Luna. What the hell is his I don't matter.
the Hispanic dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the new Terminator, I think.
Oh really?
Oh, wow. We're just
Interesting.
covering all cultures now.
Right.
Oh, you gotta hit all the check marks just nowadays, dude.
That's right.
Remember, 2-3 weeks ago, Marvel released a transgender superhero.
That's fine. I mean,
Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
we don't
I
really
think it
need
was
to get
DC
into
though,
that.
wasn't it DC?
Was it DC? I thought it was Marvel. I have to go back and look.
From what I remember from the picture, it was a girl, right? Well,
Dude,
I don't know how. You know what? Let's just skip this
There's
part.
no right way to talk about these sorts
There's
of
no right
things.
way?
It's fine. They can have their character. We can all have our characters.
Yeah,
That's
we
fine.
all
There's
can.
hundreds and thousands of comics out there.
They made a new character.
That's
But
fine.
That's
That's
what we
awesome.
keep asking
Way
to
to be
do.
original.
technically, wouldn't that be just a changeling, like to change back and forth?
It's an original character. That's all right. Let's leave it at that.
Lazy writing. It's lazy writing.
No, it's not laser. God, leave it alone. Anyways, back to this
Yeah,
Terminator
let's go
movie.
back
So,
to let's get back to
Matt-
Morbius.
So,
Morbius.
oh yeah, that's where we're talking. That's where we got started. Holy
Yeah,
shit!
that's what we're
No, I think Matt Smith will do well. He's on par for every time there's like when there's like a serious moment, you need to crack like something funny. He's a good guy for it.
But what is
Or
this movie though?
the-
That's
yeah.
kind of the question. Is like with Venom, we can kind of at least make assumptions as to like, hey, Eddie Brock's dealing with the symbiote and he's being Venom. So, okay, so this guy's gonna become a vampire.
Maybe he's a rock and roll vampire and he starts a band called 30 Seconds to Mars.
Oh God, isn't that the Queen of the Damned?
Totally. I think they already made that movie in the
But
90s.
yeah, so I'm like, I don't really know
Good
what this
callback.
movie is. Otherwise, it's just a generic vampire movie. That's where like, hey, I wasn't okay with Venom coming out, but when it came out, I'm like, hey, that wasn't terrible. Like maybe this will change my mind. But right now, when I'm looking at it, like, why? Like this is such a secondary, like minor villain for Spider-Man.
I think Sony's just trying to pop everything out so they can still keep the copyrights.
so.
right?
Do Into the Spider-Verse too.
Maybe.
Leave shit like this alone. Stop trying to do all these weird live action fucking spin-offs. You know, do more creative, original stuff in the animated world. The way you did.
I want more
Well,
Peter
they made
B.
so
Parker.
much money off of Venom, like they're gonna
I
pour
know.
something into this. See if it.
But they
see
made
if it
way
hits.
more with Spider-Verse.
Focus on a better wig for Venom 2 than for Carnage, because that was horrible.
That was a bad week.
That was horrible.
Anyway, this is a 2020 release date. Director's Daniel Espinosa. He also did Life.
Oh.
For Sony. So maybe
that?
maybe they can.
Try to remember
Okay.
which one's Life.
That's what I pitched last week.
Yeah,
That was
The one where they went into space and it should have been the
Ryan
Venom.
Reynolds and Gyllenhaal. Yeah, it was basically like this
Prequel.
parasitic kind of alien symbiote, basically that they found in space that would like attach itself to
The
hosts and
Space
kill
Green
them all.
Lantern movie.
It was something. It wasn't bad at all. I actually really enjoyed it. It started off as such a generic movie. By the end, it was actually much better than what it should have been. So,
Okay.
I mean, hey, if he was able to pull that off with such a generic plot, then let's see what he can do with this. So, that sounds cool. What else has he done? Anything else?
Life is the only big one that I marked down.
Yeah, that works. All right, well, I don't know. I'm not going to hold my breath on this, but that's interesting.
Well, I'm just hoping we're going to be pleasantly surprised, like Venom.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
we're all...
Exactly.
As long as Morbius doesn't have like a face tattoo that says broken or something,
Oh,
we're good.
God. Jared Leto's still a douche. I'm sorry. That's who I...
Did you guys see the teaser trailer for Birds of Prey? We can bring that up real
Yeah,
quick.
The hell
yeah,
was
hell
that?
yeah, dude.
That was
I give it to you
garbage,
guys.
right? Was
What
I the
was
only
that?
one that thought that was garbage?
I put it on a group chat.
I mean, it was just like flashes of
it
costumes
was
real
very
quick,
generic.
and
It was very Suicide Squad-ish.
It wasn't even a
lot
teaser,
of-
though. It was just like flashes of the costume. We actually saw Ewan McGregor in there without a mask.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
what is that? Isn't that the concept of Black Mask to have his mask,
No mask.
like fused to his face? And unless this is a origin story for him, I don't know. Whatever. I'm not trying to be.
I didn't like her neon cheerleader lace outfit. I don't even know what they're trying to go for there.
I just want
Yeah.
to see the rest of the characters first. Like, show me Huntress.
There's a
show me
quick
everyone
glimpse of
else.
her in the outfit. It looks like a lot of leather. Kind of looks like some Matrix sort of outfit. So, I don't know. We'll see what this is. I have faith in Margot Robbie. So, hopefully.
But I don't have
she does
faith
a
in
good job.
DC much.
Hey, man.
What? Come on, Aquaman just surpassed The Dark Knight Rises.
It is
for-
officially the
yeah,
highest grossing DC
highest
movie
DC
ever.
movie ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Out of how many flops?
I have no
It's
words.
been kind
Hey.
of rough for us lately.
Just
Dark
for it to
Knight's
surpass the Dark Knight trilogy,
That's pretty
very
intense.
surprising to me.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Well, how much is that from China? I want to know.
Oh,
Most
I
of
mean,
it.
a lot of it. Tons of it. Tons of
Most
it.
of it, yeah.
Let's jump into some Oscar nominations.
Oh shit! Hit
Yeah.
me up.
Speaking of some DC Marvel movies, we actually got a nod for Oscar
Yeah.
Best Picture for Black
We win.
Panther. Yes, after so many years after
Nerds win.
the Dark Knight got snubbed.
Or Logan got
Yeah, or
snubbed.
Logan, yes. We finally got Black Panther in there for Best Picture.
Hell yeah.
Also in Best Picture, we got Green Book, Bohemian Rhapsody, The Favorite, Roma, Star is Born, and Black Klansman. The Favorite and Roma, both which received the most nods at 10. I haven't even watched any of those.
It's on
Roma's
Netflix
on
right now.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Right.
do kind of want to watch that.
Black and white movie
And The Favorite
in Spanish.
was kind of a period piece.
with what's her name? Emma Stone
Emma Stone, yeah.
and my gosh, the chick from Constantine, the movie.
Oh, Rachel Weisz.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. Well played, sir. Well played.
Or The Mummy.
Yeah. A comic book finally managed to get Best Picture, but surprisingly, none of the actors or the director in the movie got nominations. So I think maybe it's just got nominated just so they could get that kind of hump off their back.
Because they're not
Oh,
doing
like
the,
mark that.
Yeah.
well, they're not
marks.
doing the popularity category, right?
No popular
I
comment.
kind of feel like that's what this
category.
is. So
Wait,
I-
what? No popular category.
You remember back
Yeah.
in yeah.
So I feel like
Nobody
that
liked it, so
is
they extended
really just to kind of appease those people. So
think so,
that's
too.
me saying it's
What you mean, those people?
us.
Yeah, us.
Us,
Okay.
basically. So that's me saying it's not going to win. It is just there to placehold
show.
to satisfy us. And
Such bullshit.
I'll say the same for Bohemian Rhapsody too, because after all the hot water that Bryan Singer's in, there's no
Oh, I
chance in
know.
hell that it's going to
Even
win
more
now.
bad water now. Huh?
Yeah, stop raping people.
But
Jesus.
but Rami Malek does deserve a.
Absolutely, he does. It's
He
not
got SAG
fair.
last night, but I mean,
Yeah.
he should get an Oscar. I mean, that I haven't seen the movie yet, but from the way you guys told it, from the previews and everything I've
He's
seen,
amazing.
it looks so amazing. Like he looks like Freddy through all the transformations, every era of
Yeah,
Freddy.
exactly, and that's the thing too, that they did cover all
sorry.
aspects of Freddy too. Like young Freddy, you had older Freddy towards the end of his life
Yeah.
also. So that was he did a really good job with that. The other biggest contender I would say for that category, I haven't seen it, but God, you talked shit out of Vice, and I really
Right.
want to see
Oh,
Christian
dude,
Bale as
Christian Bale like
as Dick
that?
Cheney.
That was crazy.
I mean, like just from all I've heard nothing but good things about his performance. That he like by the beginning, like sure he looks kind of like Christian Bale. By the end, like you feel
You're
that
like, oh my
Dick
God,
Cheney's
you're that
there,
character.
Yeah.
and you really just kind of get an insight into his evil. So like I really kind of want to see how that plays out. So-
Another actor that should be acknowledged, James McAvoy.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Oh
we were
my
just talking
god! I
about
should need to
Split.
acknowledge him
Ugh.
from Glass
Or
and
Glass,
Split.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get into
Oh.
a full review. You guys already talked about it last week, but holy shit, dude. If you're going to see Glass
Go
for any
for it,
reason,
bro.
watch for McAvoy. Oh my God. He's so
that's-
good.
Like you said, that scene when he starts flashing, he starts
Yeah.
changing character. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh!
Very minor spoilers, but yeah, there's a very particular. Well, I mean, throughout the entire movie is
I think we
fantastic.
spoiled
But
it enough.
there's one scene where like they're just flashing and like bringing all these personalities out of the horde. You know, with James
Yeah.
McAvoy playing him and Sarah Paulson's in a room, and it's one long take, and he brings out at least 8 personalities. I won't say I don't know so
Oh,
many,
yeah.
but like they're so believable and like all his mannerisms. That like it got to the point where I could just see how he was standing and tell what character was
Totally.
what, and I knew all their
Exactly.
names. That was
Exactly.
crazy. It's so convincing. He's so good at what he does. My God, praise
I
this
love
man.
the part where Mr. Glass comes in and he realizes that he's talking to the female version and he's appeasing to her and trying to explain to her the female side of, you know, I'm here to get you guys out. I just need you guys to work with me. I was like, wow.
I like
dude.
how Mr. Glass had to change his
Maybe-
approach with each personality
Exactly.
too, right? So,
Exactly. He kept changing constantly. And then for him to adjust when he saw the beast itself, and the beast is trying to understand why they should work together or protect him, he's like, well, I suffered 47 fractures. And the guy's like, and the beast is like, oh, you're broken. Then welcome to, you know, his
Yep.
group. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, really good movie.
Give this man an award, please. He's so good at what
Totally.
he does.
Let's talk some more snubs. I had here Bradley Cooper. He got snubbed for director for A Star Is Born, even though they pretty much got every other category. Maybe they thought the movie directed itself.
Did anybody watch A Star Is Born yet?
I can't do it.
No.
I think Gagne's the only one that saw it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't even talk shit in this movie. I haven't seen it. I can't really give it full justification, but like, to me, a movie that's been remade 3 times over, it's like, how much originality can you actually put into it besides make it into a modern time? I don't know. It's not for me to criticize. I haven't seen it, but
The only reason I would watch it is to see the Dave Chappelle part. That's about it.
oh, he's in it.
But even then, I already saw the clip. Oh, sorry.
Oh, spoilers.
Wow.
Whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Right? Well, no, like he does this little speech, and I saw the clip on Facebook, and I was like, oh, he's actually pretty good.
I didn't know.
I've
he's
been
in
on
it.
part of
Yeah,
Mr.
love Chappelle.
Some more snubs here. We got First Man was shut out of all the main categories, but it had all 4 of the technical categories.
I'm ashamed to say I still haven't seen this because I loved Whiplash and La La Land. Both are fantastic movies.
Emily Blunt, she got snubbed twice, both for Mary Poppins and A Quiet Place.
What?
Yeah. Apparently, Mary Poppins is worth watching. It's been
Apparently.
nominated both for some Golden Globes and the Oscars now. So, but not not Emily Blunt.
Damn, she got snubbed twice in the same year. Ooh,
Yeah, right?
she must be pissed.
She's fine. She's making plenty of money.
Yeah, she'll make A Quiet Place too anyway.
Right.
True.
Oh, yeah. I forgot they're doing that.
It's happening because Hollywood's out of original ideas.
Yeah, that happened a lot.
They're just gonna rehash everything possible.
Every comic book.
I'm
and
sure. I'm surprised they
novel.
haven't remade fucking Twilight yet.
Ah,
It's been long enough for them to remake
Burn
it.
it
Been
all.
at least a decade, right?
No, don't bring that shit back. Burn it all. Bury it all and fucking let it.
Oh, I
put it on
forgot
a
to tell
ship
you
and
guys,
sink
dude.
it.
So they announced today, Black Panther is coming back to theaters for Black History Month, and the first week it's gonna be free.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
They're gonna show it for free.
That's interesting.
Talk
Yeah.
about that Oscar push.
I mean, that's kind of nice though, from to re-release it and let people watch it for free. You know,
Hey, why not?
Go watch it on the big screen again.
Yeah.
You know, it's on Netflix, but
I just feel bad for the actor though. Like forever, he's gonna have to do the Wakanda forever. Like wherever he goes, it's gonna be like.
I've seen a few pictures of him,
and then
like, you know,
can you-
not even trying it.
Can you do it? Can you do the Wakanda forever?
I think Brian Coogler should have gotten at least a nod for that. I
For the
mean,
director?
Definitely, dude.
the fact that you could take this, you know, no disrespect to the character, C-list character, and blow him up into this worldwide phenomenon, like that guy deserves some credentials, or at least some credit for that.
How about Favreau for Iron Man?
Yeah,
You know,
but you know,
going back.
This is
you
a
know?
time where they didn't respect the films the way they do now. So
Totally.
it's at least nice for
It's
moving
like
in that
it's like you're
direction.
talking about. They should have been nominating Lord of the Rings. Sounds
I
crazy.
know, right?
Hey,
Sounds
sure it
crazy.
did. It sure won also. All 6 of its endings.
All 6.
I just remember thinking, I was like, man, I'm liking this, but can we leave? It's like, this is
Right.
it's about to be over. It's still going.
Oh my god, that actually happened to be the last one. I was watching it, and the girl was dating at the time. I was holding her hand, and I thought it was almost over, right? So I was about to let go, and she's hung on. I'm like, oh my god, this movie's not over yet. Oh my god, I'm just
It
gonna
had-
stuck
it
holding.
had so many
her
like
hand
long
forever.
fade to blacks. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, this is it.
No, the bird's got to pick up Frodo. So, no, we need the Hobbit orgy. So, no, Sam needs to say bye to Frodo.
Hey, they wrapped up everything, okay?
Yeah, sure.
If they did, they wanted to make Hobbit movie.
Because that's a prequel. Well, it's happened
Because he
first.
needed more money.
Yeah, we needed to make 3 movies out of this 150-page book.
All the CGI, man.
Jesus.
The Hobbit was a letdown.
I never finished the series. I stopped at the Battle of the Five Armies, which I wanted to watch. I feel like that should have been like the most
That was
epic
like the
thing
best
ever.
one. Yeah.
But yeah, I just kind of gave up at that point. Yeah, it's all right.
It wasn't too bad. The last one.
Yeah, no, they're fine.
That's good.
That's all we get out of that one. We can argue that one for one of our movie.
Hey, where's Harry
debates.
Potter? I thought that was supposed to be on Netflix. What's happening?
I thought that was supposed to be on Netflix.
Don't look at me.
I'm wanting to debate this stuff. I want to start
I'm
watching
waiting
these
for
things.
Ant-Man and Wasp to be on Netflix.
That's coming. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Come watch the crap out of that one.
Yeah, but hey,
Well, after
we made a
Polar.
promise. We have to argue Potter.
Tomorrow, Reign of the Superman comes out on DC
Oh, snap.
Universe.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
snap.
So
Whatever, dude. You don't use login anymore. It's just me and Adam using it.
Hey,
me and
well,
Adam
there's
are
something
fucking
worth
watching
watching now.
Yeah,
Shit, I'm going to go
totally.
watch it.
Young Justice. What is wrong with you? I keep telling you to watch Young Justice.
There's so much other things
This
to
week's
do in the
episode
world.
was so amazing, bro.
I haven't
Oh my
watched
God.
this week's yet.
Let's go. Have you seen
Oh
You
my
yet?
God. Oh,
I actually
m-
watched the first episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not quite intrigued yet after the first one, but like I said, a lot of stuff on. Maybe I'll get back to it.
There you go.
that character you asked me, what's his name? Metamorpho. The guy that can change his body to different elements, different forms. Metamorpho.
I remember now.
Yes.
All right,
I
guys.
finally figured it out. I was like, shit.
Tomorrow, also Kingdom Hearts 3. Looking forward to that one. All right, we'll have at least a few hours into that next
dropping.
week to talk to you about.
You should definitely live stream that if you can.
At least the beginning. That's always kind of been my favorite part of Kingdom Hearts. Was the opening movie, the
But
choices.
Did you play all other 8 games first so you know what's going on now?
No, dude, I got to go back and
I kind of want to challenge you. Can you give me the basic story synopsis in a minute? Or,
Oh, shit. Well, no, you got to give him a minute and a
It's like
half.
so convoluted at this point. And
do you want to try?
No, not either. There's something about an organization that's trying to like steal hearts or I couldn't even begin.
The Blade Keys. And then there's Hercules, there's Tron involved, there's Daffy Duck.
Yeah, there's all the Final Fantasy and there's all the
There's
Disney
definitely a lot of
characters and
characters.
yeah.
Shit.
I don't
Shitload of
know,
characters.
a lot of worlds. It's a very convoluted story.
But you know what's crazy though? That they're able to get all the voice actors from all the animated movies to come back and do the actual
They do have good
voices.
voice acting.
So can't complain about that part.
We'll see what kind of level of detail I can give you on storyline. I got to
I'll
go back
challenge
and
you for next week.
Yeah, I got to go back and like relearn all the other ones that are like 2.8.
I want a minute
1.5,
rundown
and-
from you next week.
Here's
on
what's
our
gonna
entire
happen.
Kingdom Hearts history.
Cool.
Adam's gonna make you
Let me get some history.
a
and
wall of
searching.
weird, like the poster cardboard threefold. He's gonna make a wall of weird for you and bring it in and just start pointing.
Yeah,
like this is what the yarn. The yarn
laser-
goes this
the
way.
laser
I
pointer.
want
with
that
the-
image of you of Charlie Day, and it's
Yeah,
always in
alright.
Philadelphia. It's like with the big old fucking like the lines and all the
Right.
chalkboard in the background, just like breaking it all down for me.
This is
You
the
have 60
characters, man.
seconds. I challenge you.
Okay, I'll see what I can do about getting some history on Kingdom Hearts. We probably should have done that this week. That would have been a good one. We'll give it to you next week.
Do that to
That's
us with your initial first impressions.
There you go.
Oh,
Because
definitely.
you're not going to get very far.
No,
'Cause
no.
that's
Well, I'm
a
sure you
huge
get pretty
game.
excited for the game, dude.
Dude, this is like 10, 15 years in the making. Yeah. It's,
Forever.
I'm still kind of like, it feels kind of like a dream in that it's finally here, and there hasn't really been a whole lot of push, marketing wise. So I don't. It doesn't feel like it's out yet. Like tomorrow's
it
finally the
doesn't.
day. Like
The push is actually on SquareEnix.com. If you sign up for their email, they'll email notify you about the collector's edition. It's notified 4 times.
yeah.
And they're like, hey, look, the collector's edition. I look at the price tag. I'm like, cool. Delete.
Yeah, about not.
Delete. I'm just gonna look away. I can't look at this.
Totally.
The statue's too pretty.
All right, guys. Anything else to cover?
If you haven't yet, please go watch Broadly. Everybody, please do yourself a favor and go watch Broadly. It's making a lot of money.
It was
and it's
fantastic.
worth the time.
Yeah. My second favorite animated movie this year.
I was
Ooh.
reading earlier that I think it's about to cross 100 million worldwide.
Oh yeah,
It's
bro.
making all the money.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Good for it.
I'm pretty happy, dude. Just shows the world that there's still a lot of nerds out there.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Also, go watch Kingdom and download the demo for Anthem.
Oh
Coming out
yes.
this
Yes, on Friday.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. That's it for this episode. Catch us next week.
Thank you.
I believe we are on SoundCloud finally.
Yes.
For
the most part.
For the most part. And iTunes, I believe we got the confirmation today that we're back up on iTunes.
So we're very out of order, but
yeah.
episodes 50,
Just bear with
51,
us.
2,
We're-
and
we're
3
getting
are
there.
out, and then episodes 1, 2, and 3 are right out after that also.
We're working out,
We're figuring it out.
We're working out
Bear
technical
with us.
difficulties. Let's just
Yeah.
say we got
Technical.
shafted by Podbean pretty good.
Hey, you put up with us for this long, so just hang in there a little longer.
Yeah, just
Almost
keep
there.
going. Just keep going.
check out the website. That's probably the easiest way to get to us.
Probably.
Nofashow.com. We'll catch you next week, guys. Thanks for listening.
Peace out.
Bye, y'all.